Hey guys, and welcome back. So today we're going on a bit of a field trip. I won't be taking this camera with me that I'm filming on now because it's brand new and I can just see myself dropping it on concrete or something. So the quality of the video might go down a bit later on, just so you know. Anyway, first off, let me tell you the legend of the woman only known as the Witch of Yazoo. No one knows the woman's real name, but according to legend, she lived on the Yazoo River in Yazoo City, Mississippi, back in the 1800s. She was said to lure fishermen into her house to torture, though I'm not sure if those legends were around back then or if they originated later. Anyway, on the evening of May 25th, 1884, a young boy walked by her house, heard a terrible moan, and saw the bodies of two men sprawled out on the parlor floor of her house. Personally, if I were going to kill someone and leave their body on my floor, I'd make sure to at least close the door first, but hey, I'm just the messenger. Anyway, the boy must have alerted the sheriff because he went to the witch's house, demanding answers. Some versions of the legend say it was actually the sheriff who discovered the bodies. But before he could ask her anything, she fled into the swamps. The police chased her, so I guess they got there rather quickly, until she got caught in quicksand and drowned. But just before she died, she vowed to return in 20 years and exact her revenge on the town. The witch was buried in Glenwood Cemetery, and the heaviest chains anyone could find were placed around her grave. Exactly 20 years later, on May 25th, 1904, a fire leveled the town. It wasn't particularly windy that day, but the fire still spread a lot more rapidly than anyone thought it would. The fire was rumored to have originated in a woman's kitchen, so I guess that old sexist cliche that women belong in the kitchen isn't true. However, many townspeople also believed there was a supernatural force at work. When a group of them went to her grave later that day, the chains were broken. The story was made famous in Willie Morris's book Good Old Boy in 1971. Over the years, the chains around her grave have frequently fallen apart and broken and continue to do so, no matter how often they're repaired or replaced. Legend says that once all the chains are broken, the witch will return once again to exact her revenge on the town. Though exactly what the town did to her isn't entirely clear. But if she was known as the Witch of Yazoo before this, then maybe they just didn't like witches. That's not too crazy of a thought. So today we are going to visit the grave of the Witch of Yazoo. Willie Morris is also buried in that cemetery. I don't think his grave is too far from hers, so I'm going to try and find that one too. But enough of me talking, let's get going, and I will see you guys at some point. Maybe before we get there, I don't know, we'll see. So, Dad.
Yes, Mary.
Have you ever read Good Old Boy by Willie Morris?
I don't recall it. I've read several Willie Morris books, but I don't recall that one. But I may have read it and just forgot.
Okay. That's apparently where the legend was made famous, because apparently he talks about it in there.
Well, he talks a lot about Yazoo City. I remember in North Toward Home, he tells a lot of stories about his growing up in Yazoo City.
I remember something about a witch in a cemetery and my dog Skip. I guess it wasn't this one.
Okay. I remember my dog Skip, but I don't remember any of the details. Willie Morris is one of my favorite Mississippi
Well, he's
writers.
buried in the cemetery.
Oh, is he?
Yeah.
Oh, cool.
So we're going to see his grave.
How about that? I really like him a lot better than Faulkner and some of those other.
All right, well, let's go. Okay, so we just got here to the cemetery. I think I can find the grave pretty easily. There's a funeral going on, so I don't want to disturb them. So I'll see you guys in a minute. So I guess we found it. The directions on that map didn't really work because I never found a black water fountain.
Well, we found a water fountain, and like we said, it's probably not black.
We found a water fountain, but it wasn't black. But here is the grave.
1904, the Witch of Yazoo city broke out of the
Is that
of
reason?
this curious chain link.
Is that the reason the marker's broken?
And the grave of Willie Morris.
So were you going to video into this, Mary?
I am videoing.
Even across the divide of death, friendships remain and echo forever in the heart.
I can't really see this very well because of the light, but it might turn up better on camera.
Yeah.
Hey guys, so I just got home and I'm exhausted, but I thought I would go ahead and just conclude this video. You might have been able to tell from the video earlier, but it was kind of hard to find the grave at first. The directions on the map that I found online told us to go to a black fountain. We found a fountain, but it wasn't black. The easiest thing to do was to find this giant sign they had that said Witch's Grave, and then it was not too far from there. There was also a funeral going on at the time, pretty close to that grave, and I didn't want to like disturb them or anything. So when I was looking for the grave, I missed it at first and kind of had to go around, and I really hope that I wasn't bothering them. There were some other really nice graves at the cemetery, some nice monuments and fences and those kind of oven graves that you see in Louisiana a lot. And it was a really nice cemetery. It was really big. And if you live close by or have an opportunity to go, then I would suggest it because, I mean, you get to see this grave and you get to see Willie Morris's grave if you're interested in that. And Yazoo is a pretty small town, but it has a lot of really rich history. So, I mean, if you want to go, then I would say go. The only thing is, don't do what I did and go in the middle of June because it was insufferably hot. I was out there for maybe half an hour and I felt like I was going to pass out. So I really should have waited until like September at the earliest, but you know, oh well, what's done is done. So that is it for me today. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to like and share it. And for more dark content, then I hope you will consider subscribing. Don't forget my horror novella, The Revenants, comes out July 9th. There's a link in the description where you can get more information and pre-order if you like. Thanks for watching and have a creepy day.